Hello, this is Yonas Abraham, and I'm here to talk about your food versus old food. The food production systems from a long time ago compared to the common food production systems now. Today, I'll be comparing the ancient Roman civilization and the modern United States systems and see the differences relating to sustainability and their needs to satisfy. Firstly, ancient Rome was an agrarian society. The main crops that they grew were olives, grapes, and spelt, an ancestor of wheat. They stored grains into something similar to clay pots. Fruits, vegetables, and meats were usually eaten quickly to prevent spoiling. They also got plenty of their food from other places, like grains from northern Africa and spices from India. They used such an agriculturally based system because they were a large population with a massive army. They needed a lot of calories to be able to feed such a mass of people. Space for such a large farm would not be a really huge drawback to the Roman Empire. It expanded well across Europe and had plenty of space to use. I would not consider it a sustainable system though, because it relied on imports of slaves to work on their farms, and would definitely collapse without slaves from other countries. The Midwest, sometimes referred to as the breadbasket, is the main production of grains in the United States. As its nickname implies, they grow a variety of grains, from wheat, alfalfa, and barley, to crops like corn and soybeans. Also, their crops are genetically modified to maximize their crop yield, as well as being very efficient with their land. In the end, they can nearly double their profits compared to much older models. The reason we have such an insane amount of crops growing in the United States is because they have a huge population of 300 million to feed. Not to mention all the exports we send to other countries. In the end, though, such a model is not sustainable. It does solve the problem of food storage like with the Roman model, but with a monoculture.
The whole goal of the grow house is to produce, healthy vegetables, to teach people how to produce and grow their own healthy vegetables here in the desert. But it really started as a revitalization effort. So this project was a blighted or just it was in a lot of disrepair, and there was really nothing growing on the outside. It was just dirt, so it was really an eyesore, and it was not, something that would make you feel inspired or happy about living in this community. So we wanted to create something that would make people feel happy and improve their quality of life.
Hadley Farmship is a way for me to make a living, but it's also an experiment in urban agriculture and community building. In our food, we rely on the mulching for nutrients, so we don't have to add nutrients. We plant by seed. We use only open-air pollinated seeds, not necessarily heirlooms, but all open-air pollinated, no hybrids. We're water-wise because of the mulching and the flood irrigation. Our plants grow. Sometimes they get bug damage, sometimes to a point we can't sell them, sometimes not to a point where they're still sellable. Sometimes we don't get any bug damage. And then on market day, I come out and I take what the garden gives me and I take it down there and I sell it to the people.
The two problems I see with the two production systems is, firstly, with Hadley Farmship, is that there is a flea bug infestation with all this lettuce, which is ruining all his crops, which sometimes he can't sell. And with Grow House is that they overuse their water. Even though for them it's the best decision, it's still a waste of water.